What do you think is the hottest division in boxing right now? Like, what weight class would you say is the division right now? 135, 140, 147?
You got a lot in the lightweights and super lightweights, the 140s, 135, 140. I think those are pretty hot. 47 was pretty hot a few years ago until now, when you basically had Terrence and Errol fighting each other. That cleared any questions. So there's not a whole lot right now. There's a lot of guys coming up, but like Ennis and other guys, but they're not there just yet. But the lightweight divisions and 140s, because some of those guys were 135, now they're 140, mix and match. You got some very good fights right there.
Do you think Terrence and Spence should do it again, considering what we saw in that first fight?
I don't think they have to. I don't think Terrence has to do it. I think Errol wants it, and I think Terrence already showed enough that he doesn't have to do it. But I mean, if it makes sense for both of them, if there's enough money on the table, I'm sure they'll do it. And they might end up doing it at 154, possibly. Who knows? I mean, if Terrence does move to 154 and Errol wants it at that weight class, I'm sure we're all still going to tune in. We're all going to tune in for that one again.
Like you said, the lighter weights are basically where everything's at right now. Do you think inevitably the next Floyd Pacquiao, the next Earl Terrence Crawford is Tank versus Shakur?
I think style-wise, Shakur is a phenomenal fighter, a great fighter. He needs a few other victories to make it that big of a fight with someone like Tank or any other big name. They got to build it up right, just like Terrence did, just like Errol Spence did, and the Manny and Floyd that you mentioned. They got to build those fights by beating individual guys, beating all their opponents in dramatic fashions, and building that big mega matchup. I don't know if it'll be in the next year or 2 years from now. It would have to be further down the line. And in order for that to be a huge fight, then Tank has to fight a lot of the other guys as well. Shakur has to beat a lot of the guys out over at Top Rank to make it that big fight for that fight to be the one. Because you got a lot of guys like Teofimo, you got guys at Haney, so that means Shakur and Tank need to beat all these guys, and it's not gonna be easy for them to beat all those guys. Those guys are tough.
Tank already got to Ryan.
Teofimo is one of the top dogs right there. So you got to go through him to claim that status.
Yeah.
So there's other big fights. All those fights can be big, but to have another Manny and Floyd type of fight, or the Spence Crawford, you gotta really dominate the divisions for a long time and beat everybody else until there's no one else to fight except that other guy in front of you. So that would be maybe 4 or 5 years from now, if that.
Let me ask you this, because I don't ever think I've ever gotten this from you. Mikey Garcia, right now on November 10th, 2023. What is your top 5 pound-for-pound list looking like right now? Number 1 through 5.
Man, I'm not even keeping with much boxing. I'd say number 1, Terrence Crawford. Number 1, Terrence Crawford. Number 2, I'd probably put Canelo. Number 3, Inoue.
Okay.
That motherfucker's bad.
Oh, yeah. The monster? Yes, he is amazing.
Bad. Yeah, I mean, you could even put him number 2. I'd probably put him number 2 and Canelo 3 if I'm considering it that much more. Then 4, it sucks because his last outing, I didn't even see it, but just from highlights and facing fucking the UFC guy, Ngannou or whatever. Ngannou. He didn't perform good, but
we'll talk about that.
Should have been Fury at that point. Should have been Fury number 4 for me, but whatever.
So
that should be, he should be number 4 because he's dominated the heavyweight division, so it would be him.
Not Usyk.
Not yet.
Okay.
He's probably number 5. I don't see Usyk beating Fury, so that's why I wouldn't put him. I'll put him number 5.
All right, since you brought up the Ngannou fight and Tyson, and this is where I'll end it and everything. Ngannou gave a performance that a lot of people didn't expect. He actually dropped Tyson Fury, and a lot of people are actually thinking of, even the WBC, of ranking Ngannou now. Do you think he would stand a chance against someone like, let's say, an Anthony Joshua, an Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder, or one of those upper echelon heavyweights?
Like I said, I didn't see it. Like I said, I only saw highlights. But from the little bit that I saw, he didn't do bad. Did a lot better than people expected. But I can also maybe think that Fury didn't care about training. He didn't really take it easy. He took it easy. He didn't take it serious, and maybe that's why it allowed Ngannou to perform much better. If he were to fight any of the other guys that you mentioned, sure, he has a good chance against any of them. I mean, he is a fighter. He is a heavyweight. He has power, you know, so he definitely can have a chance. And that's probably something that I would actually enjoy watching, versus just like a little exhibition match that they did or whatever they had. Was it even a real fight?
They called it a spectacle, but to me, a spectacle is the same thing as an exhibition. You know what I'm saying?
Was it sanctioned? Like,
no, it wasn't
no
sanctioned.
Record, nothing?
No. Well, it went against his record. He's 0-1 Ngannou in boxing because of it. But
what about Fury?
Fury, I don't know if he got the W on it. I haven't really checked boxing scene or anything like that. I mean, what the hell, BoxRec? I haven't checked that yet.
I mean, he could definitely fight some of the other guys. Fuck it, why not? Let him fight some of the other guys. Let him fight guys, you know, someone, you know, number 8, number 9, top 10, somewhere in there, and see how he does. Fuck it, why not?
Let's see if it counted on Fury. I'll check right now.
Did it count?
It says it counted.
Yeah?
Yeah. Says it counted. Now, finally, Mikey, I'm going to let you go because I've definitely taken a lot of your time. Where could the fans get to know more about you, see videos about you, see if you could drive Robert off the road or anything? I'm just on the IG, Team Mikey Garcia. That's always been me. I don't do the Twitter. I don't do anything else. Just the IG. And even that, I don't even post much. But that's where you can follow me. All right, man. Thanks for your time so much,
right,
Mikey.
Have a good one.